Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast. I'm Gus.
I'm Griff.
I'm John.
I'm Barbara.
And I'm Gus.
No, you gotta say it like this.
I like this. I got a little screwed up there. Normally, our chat's over here and our confidence monitor's over here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But they're swapped. I was like,
I like this more.
it just threw me off. Like, I can't see myself. Here we go. Are we live?
It's good that you guys keep Gus on his toes. He's aging. He needs things to challenge his brain to keep that elasticity.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Mentally active.
I think it's always funny to me whenever I see comments on our videos or like social media of someone like being like, "Yo, something they're getting old." It's like,
Yeah.
correct. That is how the passage of time works.
time's
It
Yes.
passing.
happens.
Yes.
Not
If you've
me,
been watching
though.
Rooster Teeth content for a long time, it's been 20 years.
20 years. Woo! Party.
Well, how are you not aging?
I've chosen to live forever and be young.
Oh, congrats.
I was there. I was there for a little bit, and then I actually did age, and I went, "Oh no, that's not a joke. I am going to die."
I my knees are a little sore today, but other than that, no, I'm essentially still 21.
That's
I'm
Yeah.
basically 21.
Mind, body, soul,
Mhm.
everything.
You're 21 till you're 45, let me tell
Yeah,
you.
exactly. Exactly.
No, you're 21 until you're about 30. That's when everything starts going, oh, I don't function like I used to.
Oh man, we went out for South by weekend. A lot of stuff happening.
Boo.
I don't like it. This is my first time.
See, you're...
She's aging. She's
It
aging in front of
No,
us.
no. I don't like South by because I live close to downtown. So if I want to go downtown, it's
Nope.
a $6 lift.
Nope.
Yeah.
It took $22
Yeah.
to go like 2 miles.
Yeah, anywhere you want to go is either expensive to get to, it's booked
blocked
up,
off.
blocked off, it's crowded,
Yeah.
or it's like reserved for some type of
Event.
Amazon event.
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
I don't like
Oh,
it.
they
but
got
that,
Transformers outside their building.
yeah, but I've
Hell
never
yeah.
liked South by.
There's more than meets the eye there.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba.
Beast Wars was better.
Thank you for watching, nerd.
That's the show.
We make jokes.
We got invited to a gamer event that ended
you
at
gamer?
5 a.m.
5 a.m. What? That's an hour before I get up.
And I was gonna go. Okay, here's the thing. We were on 4th Street at the gay bars. I was like, oh, and BK was like, oh, I got this invite. Let's go to this gamer
Wait, they have
party.
bars for gay people?
Yeah.
Yeah, on 4th
What?
Street.
I know it's novel. It's very new.
They let gay people in
It's
bars?
very nouveau. I love it.
What?
Yeah.
Here in Austin, I know.
Has someone told the church?
The legislature's in session, though, here
Oh
in
yeah,
Texas.
we're working on it.
Okay.
If the Benton find out, we can shapeshift.
Yeah,
They're
no one
going
tell-
to tell the church.
No one tell Abbott. And we were leaving, going to the food trucks like we always do, and BK was like, "Oh, I got an invite to this party. It ends at 5." And we were like, "Oh, it's only like 1," because we left the bar a little early instead of closing it down at 2. We were like, "Oh, it's only 1. Let's like go check it out." They close at 5. We got like 4 hours to keep partying. And Blizz goes, "Hey, gamers, actually it's 3 a.m. because it was the time skip and none of us knew."
Yeah.
And when I tell
That
you,
happens at like midnight.
it happens at
2
1.
a.m.
Yeah, it happens at 2 a.m. So we were
no, 1.
so we were like, "Oh,
Happens
it's
at
only
4
1.
a.m..
Yeah, we were like, "Oh, it's only 1 a.m." And then it jumped to 3, and I was like, "Well, now it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to that
I guess it would have to
Because
be
it's going to end soon.
because it was going to end soon, and it was like south, and I was like, we got to get south and then Uber back at 5 a.m. Like, I don't want to do that.
Right. How do you do it?
Do what?
Go out.
She's 21.
I'm 21.
That's true. I was at a birthday party on Saturday. We got there at like 9 o'clock and stayed maybe till like 11:30
PM.
p.m.
Okay.
Which is very
You
out of
have to
character.
clarify.
But there was people there who were like, "Yeah, after this we're gonna go to the South by thing, or after
yeah.
this we're gonna go to this thing that starts at 1:30." And I'm like, "Starts at 1:30?
Yeah, some things
Like,
started some stuff starts at 1:30
I am
and ends at
fast
5.
asleep. Like even being out until 11, I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh boy!"
And
John,
When the sun goes down, so does Gus.
Yeah. And then I got up at 8:30 a.m. because we had to go to the HBO Max brunch thing.
had to.
I will say, though,
Had to.
I've been this way longer, well before I became aged. Because I remember watching movies or TV shows, and then the lead actress in the rom-com gets a date with the gentleman fellow, because it's all straight people in those
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
And they're like, fine, we'll have dinner. I'll pick you up at 8. Like, you pick her up at 8?
Yeah.
What? When's food?
That's way too early.
Well, I remember Griff invited me out to do, I think, I was like drinks and karaoke.
yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, cool, sounds fun. Like, what's the plan?" And you guys were like, "Well, we're gonna meet up here first at 10." And I'm like, "That's when you start?"
Yeah, we're going to pregame at 10
That's
and
when
then
you
do
pregame?
karaoke from 11 to 2.
And I'm like, sure. When I was like in my early 20s, late teens in Canada, because it was legal then.
Ooh.
Yeah, totally. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna meet up at 10, pregame for a bit, like hit the bars by like midnight, whatever it is. But nowadays, I'm like, if I don't start my evening by 8, it's not happening.
See, I woke up at 5:30 a.m. today. I went to the gym. I went to work. I'm doing the podcast. We're going to finish at what, like 7:30?
And then there's another South by tonight.
I'm going to another South by thing that ends at 11. Then guess what? I have to be at the gym at 5:30 again, and that's just what's going to happen.
You woke up this morning right after a gamer event ended.
Yeah, I did. And the time it would have taken me to Uber back home from the gamer event, that's how much time I would have had to sleep.
Let me tell you the perfect relationship between two friends. Me and my good pal, Andy. He lives far from me, so we don't get to see each other as
Andrew
often.
Blanchard.
Andrew Blanchard.
Okay.
A beautiful,
Many
a beautiful
Andy.
man.
Yeah. Not just any Andy.
Not just any Andy.
The end.
We don't get to see each other as often as we used to, but we try to make like dates to see each other, and we either go to one person's house and do a movie kind of thing. This is how we've got this formula down, perfect for our tendencies. We usually do it on Sundays.
Okay.
If we're going to watch a movie, we probably try to show up to the other person's house around 4 o'clock, maybe 5 at the latest, because then that means we can start the movie, maybe have dinner in the middle of the movie, like we'll put in a pizza in the oven, or little tasty bites
Or
of chicken.
something.
No. It's always pizza in the oven.
Okay.
It's always a DiGiorno's. We're trash, but we love it. Movie's done by around 7. Maybe if we get started at 4, maybe 6. That means that whoever's at someone else's house can get home in time to then have like chill out time at home alone, because we're also both severe introverts. So when we have that cool down time at home and then get in bed at a sensible time Sunday night around 10 o'clock.
Oh, see, that's why I like lunch plans.
I hate lunch plans.
Lunch plans on the weekends are my favorite. Like, come over around like 1 or like just after lunch.
Yeah.
You had lunch, come over, we'll play some board games, maybe have some snacks, maybe some video games.
Home before dinner.
And then we have like the entire like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock onward
See, I feel
to
like
ourselves.
If I'm doing something in the middle of the day, my day is ruined. Because I'm like, well, I can't do anything before. I have a thing at 12:30 or 1. So I'm just like, well, what can I do before that? Nothing. So I'm just like waiting. And then after it, I'm like, it's 5 o'clock. What am I supposed to do? I guess I'll watch TV.
Oh, see, I like having my evening free.
Can your partner get one of those wheels that they give to cats to let them run around the house? Can you just have one of those?
That's basically what I do. It's just me walking back and forth between rooms, picking stuff up and throwing stuff and like putting it away,
Keeping
just
yourself
me,
active.
Yeah, just me being like, I should put this blanket in the bedroom. Then going in the bedroom and being like, I'm gonna put that blanket on the couch. Then going back out and being like, where's the remote to the sound system? And I look for the remote and I find something else that needs to be put away. And next thing you know, it's plans time.
Yep.
And I've wasted my day.
I'm terrible at that. Like, if I have something in the evening, budgeting my time until then, that's my problem. I prefer having something right away and then having the rest of the day to relax.
Yeah.
There's something that I participate in most Saturdays, which is like, I love it. Play Among Us with Fredo and his crew in their lobby. I love playing it. I have the best time. It's 5 to 8 o'clock on Saturday. So like, it's just that time where you can't really have dinner plans.
Yeah.
What an awkward time.
That's also a terrible time.
I think it's because they're all streamers. So
I get it.
It's a good time for Twitch.
You're right.
Right.
It's awkward.
When
I would prefer either earlier or later. Like, make it like 7 to 10 or like 2 to 5.
Yeah, you either having
2 to 5 would be
a
chef's
really
kiss.
early dinner, ridiculously early, or a slightly late dinner. There's no like sweet.
There's no sweet
Yeah.
spot. But I always do. We always just like, I eat dinner during the stream.
Yeah.
I just mute myself when I'm eating,
Yeah.
but I'm
Got
not
it.
streaming, so I'm just like,
Just
there to have a good time. So like in the meeting, someone will be like, all right, well, I saw Barbara was just standing there, so that was kind of suspicious. And I was like, I was taking a bite of my spaghetti.
Sir, I was housing this hoagie. I didn't want to chew into the mic. People hate that.
Yeah.
Gus, tell us about how you make plans with friends.
So his wife
it's
comes
real.
in the room.
It's real easy. You don't make a podcast with them.
Yeah, that's the way you see your friends.
Yeah. I'm going to take Gus out.
Just as a quick sidebar, someone in chat, I think it was Lou Dominari, was asking where you got your shirt, John. People were
And
trying
Barb.
to
I saw
figure it
one
out.
for Barb, too.
We should show off our shirts.
It's secrets. Mine's secrets.
Mine's not.
But Barb's is not secret.
John's gatekeeping.
I'm gatekeeping my shirt.
Brand new channel we launched last week. All Good No Worries on YouTube and all the socials. We had our first episode of Always Open come out last week.
Yeah.
With Griff.
Yeah, I
Griff
was on
there.
it.
Troy Baker, Jessica.
I was wearing these pants.
You were.
Good pants.
They're good pants.
And then a new show also that Funhouse is doing called Let's Blend premiered last week, which had me and Elise doing our makeup and just shooting the shit. Very fun time. This week
Really
we have
fun.
a Charlotte Avery production
Oh, my wife.
premiering. I know one of my faves. Game show called Please Be Nice to Me, which will come out this Thursday. But yeah, new content every week.
Yeah.
Always open every Tuesday.
New episode 2 out currently, right?
Out now for
Yeah.
first members. Yeah, with Fiona and Iffy,
Oh,
your other wife.
my other wife. That's my soulmate, please.
Yes. Okay. We should specify.
What's his face from New Girl is just screaming in my head. You get one wife. You get one wife.
Yeah. If you'd
Not
Fiona
me.
today on today's episode for first members, tomorrow for the public, and then so on and so forth.
Nice. Also, Barb, apropos of nothing, you're killing the social. I love everything that you post.
Oh, thank you.
And also, I watched Let's Blend, and I was like, "Uh-oh, new fear unlock: creating a parasocial relationship with my actual friends."
That's just a social relationship.
That's just-
Is it though?
you sit right behind Barb in the office.
It's true. We are
perpendicular
legit
there.
friends. So.
Yeah, but it's just weird. That's like I always say like I don't listen or watch stuff that my friends do because it's like weird because I don't want to hear a story they haven't told me yet.
Oh, interesting.
But I was watching that and I was just like, oh, I see. I was like, oh yeah, this is why I don't do this. But I was also thoroughly enjoying the conversation.
It's hard to stop watching it, isn't it?
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
hard. I had it on while I was playing Fortnite.
Nice. There's a lot of people who commented on Let's Blend saying like, I don't know makeup, I don't care about makeup, but like I watched this whole thing.
It was so cute and fun. I loved it.
And that's what it's about. It's more about conversations and just like makeup is secondary
Yeah,
in that show.
yeah.
The next episode, if I could tease it,
Nope.
has a
Nope.
too late. I'm already doing it. I'm already rolling. Has a Charlotte and Kai doing the makeup together.
Okay.
And that is super fun. They
Oh,
got great
so is
chemistry.
it not always Elise and?
It's always two different people.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was Elise and every time.
Nope, Elise is just kind of like
I should have
the
read the deck.
creative behind it, the showrunner.
Blending all different groups
Blending
together.
all the different groups
Yeah.
together. I love that.
Yeah, we shot that like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Back when I was at the Funhouse Studio.
Oh, I remember in that episode you're talking about the color corrector thing that's like green. Doesn't it come in like 3 colors?
It might.
It's like green if you're like super like fair skin. I want to say orange.
It's
for
possible because like different
darker
colors. It's supposed to essentially like reduce the redness in your skin.
and green makes red go away.
Yeah.
Color theory.
Right. Designer.
Yeah, Mr.
Right.
Color Man.
Right. Color man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you with like that's like with light though, right?
Yeah.
Depends.
Like if you overlay, hey, got broadcast. If you overlay a green light and a red light, does it make white light?
no.
I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't. I can
No,
answer that.
No,
But
I know
think,
there's I know there's
for
a
makeup-
combination of lights that if you like overlay them,
Yes.
it's
all,
white.
all colors.
Oh, that's why Rainbow
Oh, they
has
put
all
all
of them.
of them together?
White is the inclusion of all spectrum of color.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't.
wow.
see
Like
it
the
in
Dark Side of the Moon.
And then what's
album
the
cover.
Oh, you
absence
mean
of
that
all
woke
color?
nonsense?
Yeah.
Is black?
What?
Yes.
Black is the absence of color.
Yeah, black
Right?
is the
Okay.
absence.
So when people say
Except
my
for
favorite
paint.
color is white or my favorite color is black, it's like you're
Oh,
basically
All or
like,
nothing.
All or nothing.
all the colors or none of the colors.
Yeah, in light. In light.
A reboot of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner called All or Nothing.
That's funny.
Thank you, Barbara.
I like the need for validation.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's different with print or with
Yeah.
Ink.
Yeah.
But long story short, all good, no worries. New channel with a feminine leaning vibe and voice. Always Opens on there. A bunch of other new shows coming to it. We have merch, which includes this T-shirt.
We have Mierch.
Church.
I love that little guy. I fucking
the
love
little-
that guy.
the
I
little
love
flower
him.
guy.
But you know who's sneaking up on me?
The little splat.
The Blob.
Yeah, we have a sticker pack available, and there's a little splat guy. It's like a pink.
He
Blob.
He looks like a sassy Ditto.
He was like our other
Ditto
choice.
is sassy enough. Thank you very
No, a
much.
sassier Ditto.
Ditto's
Wow.
very
Yeah,
sassy.
you gotta look at him.
But he was like our secondary option for like the mascot
Yeah.
essentially, but flower guy. One.
The slightly wilted smiling flower is
He's
the
so cute.
exact what I need.
The whole aesthetic of the brand is like my favorite thing, and Michelle Sontag and her design team did like a phenomenal job with all the show logos, all the branding, and everything.
The
like that.
palette, the green that we chose is literally the color of my office.
Oh, it's
I
so
love
good.
that green.
It
Seafoam.
cancels out all the red.
Yeah.
And then John's shirt, which is completely unrelated.
No, he's gatekeeping.
Probably my favorite shirt ever.
What about
is
my
it?
shirt?
What is it?
It has Bill and Frank from the HBO's Last of Us.
I saw someone in chat ask, "Who are those old men on John's shirt?"
Bunch of homosexuals.
Couple of
That's what they
homos.
are. Don't tell the church about them.
They're going to tell the church.
Don't tell Abbott.
I actually just watched that episode. I stopped the show at episode 4. Realized I should be watching this with my girlfriend because she would like it. Watched it, and then when we got to that one, She's great. My girlfriend is great to watch things with because did I tell you what my brother told me about growing up with me? He didn't tell me before.
No.
So I'm not a very reactionary person in general. I process silently.
Until you don't.
Well, yeah, but it's processing.
Yeah.
The processing is silent. And so when I'm watching shows, I don't really react audibly very much. But my brother, growing up with me, he thought that since I didn't laugh at the comedies we were watching, he shouldn't either.
Oh.
And so he stifled himself. I didn't know this.
Oh.
But he made sure not to laugh because he didn't think you were supposed to out loud.
That's really
because you mimic
really
your
sad.
elder siblings to a degree.
Emotionally conditioned.
I did.
Oh, wait.
But I didn't mean to.
Also, that explains a lot of stuff that, okay.
Yeah. But I like watching things with my girlfriend because she, one, doesn't know anything about movies or media or existing IPs.
Okay.
Everything is a surprise to her.
Big mood.
To a degree you would not believe. Like showed
she
you
thinks the train is coming right at her from out of the movie screen.
maybe not that much. Did I show you the text about Creed?
No.
She texted me out of the blue Friday.
Okay.
She's like, the new Creed is the third one? I thought it was a new thing.
Oh, no.
Like it was just the first, because it just says Creed. And I
But
thought
it's got the Roman numeral 3.
Yeah.
She didn't see that. She just saw Creed.
The second E in Creed is a 3.
Yeah.
Precious bean.
She is. She's precious.
adorable.
But she also is very reactionary to stuff. And so she'll talk out loud when she's reacting to things.
Does she know it's a spin-off from like Rocky movies?
Yeah, did you tell her
She
that?
doesn't know that. She
Okay.
doesn't know that.
Okay.
All of us here totally knew that.
Yeah.
I never watched Rocky.
Adonis
But
Creed's
before
father
right
is
now, when
Apollo
Gus
Creed.
just said that, what?
I didn't know that. Yeah.
I didn't know it was a
that.
spin-off until I played the VR game on the PSVR. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Babies.
Listen, there's a lot of media to consume.
There's
there
so
is.
much media.
There
I think we should make less movies.
There is. 100% agree.
Fewer,
I thought you
less.
were going to say, I thought we should make less, like here at Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, I think we should not produce.
But to answer you guys, the older the media is, better chance that she'll know about it.
Okay.
If it's more modern or mainstream, she tuned out at some
There's
point.
too much.
Well, she actually she says that there was a point where she kind of took a little bit of a snooty attitude towards it, and anything that was popular and mainstream,
Yeah.
she thought it had to be
So
bad.
she didn't see like the pianist.
I don't know.
Or Creed 2.
Think more like
What about Fast and the Furious?
Ooh.
no, she's definitely not seen
She's
that.
not part of the family.
Think of like big blockbuster content like
Yeah.
Fast and Furious, but like for instance, one of the first things we went through was like she'd never seen any Harry Potter movie,
okay.
so we watched those. She's never seen any MCU films,
Okay.
and so we've been. She came to me once. She's like, "I want to see Black Panther. Can we watch that?" I was like, "We got some prerequisites to get through first."
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, you get the gist of it.
I feel like, I don't know.
If you're dating me,
yeah.
you're dating me,
That's
You
fair.
got to at least get through, was it Civil War?
right?
Yeah.
I didn't see Civil War.
So by the time we got
With
through
Bucky
Civil
and
War,
I think the last Avengers movie I saw was Age of Ultron, and then after that, I started picking and choosing the ones because they started making too.
Oh.
They started
Well,
making too many.
Oh, well, actually, Civil War is a Captain America movie.
I've never seen any of the Captain America movies, and that's my toxic
Civil
trait.
War was
I'm not.
one of 'em.
I'm not bragging about it. I'm just saying it's a thing that has never happened. I just haven't seen them. I just hadn't.
It's
you
like,
don't need to see them all.
You don't have to. I think it's just, it makes you appreciate
Yeah.
certain, like, nods to certain
Yeah.
things or, like, references to things.
Yeah.
You might also not be surprised when someone shows up on
Yeah.
screen. You're like, who the hell is that?
Again,
fucker?
it's, again, please, guys, in the I know you're thinking it's not a snobby thing. There's just not enough hours in the day to watch every single Marvel movie.
Shut up. How much anime do you watch?
I don't watch that much anime.
You watch a lot of stuff, though.
I don't. You know what I watch?
What?
I watch videos of people woodworking on YouTube.
That's right. So you fill your time with
That's
other
chill.
content.
yeah. This is just I don't have time to watch like a movie.
I think if you want to, I would say just kind of dedicate yourself to watching one a week.
Yeah.
So just like one movie a week, not hard.
Yeah.
You know,
The way my ADHD is set up,
I could put a calendar invite for
watching a
you.
movie is so hard.
Yeah, you said you don't have enough time. I was going to chime in and say, well, how the blankets going to move themselves to the couch, and then the other blankets move themselves
exactly.
away.
I mean, I guess I could have it on while I do that, while I mill about.
We have to go through when my girlfriend has like a level of like certain, I don't think it's ADHD, but she gets fixated on needing to know the answer to something if a question is posed. So the question could be simply, someone just showed up on the screen that I recognized from something else. Where were they in? And she has to get her phone out immediately.
Oh, same.
IMDb, that
same.
kind of thing. And it's usually the answer is, they were on an episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Safe bet. Safe bet.
the answer is always it's an episode of Grey's Anatomy
Or Gilmore Girls.
They were like on a dating show on MTV before they were famous, or they played a rapist on SVU, and those are the only answers for where's that guy from. Yeah.
There's a lot of those true crime shows on cable.
Yeah.
I was looking.
Your parents have to watch something.
I was looking at cable the other day because I was trying to figure out how to watch the Oscars. I couldn't, by the way, because I don't have cable.
Okay.
But I was looking at channels on cable, and every single channel was like true crime this, true crime that, detective this, forensic this. And I'm just like, there are so, like, it literally went on for like 30 channels.
Yeah.
It's all dramatized versions of that, and then true crime documentaries.
Yeah.
Right.
So like you get to choose. You want fiction or nonfiction murder.
There is a song that has been used in 3 separate true crime podcasts for the theme song that are not related to each other and are not on the same network. I'm going to find it and send it to you guys later, but it threw me off when it happened. And one Netflix documentary.
Oh.
Speaking of theme songs, I don't listen to talk about what you're saying. I don't listen to like all of our stuff we make. I don't watch everything that Rooster Teeth makes. Just not talking about not enough time in the world to do it. However, every once in a while, if I want to put on something that has no stakes and is just like dumb content, I put on Face Jam.
Yeah.
Face Jam is great dumb content. Just listen to those boys yell at each other and make fun of Eric Badur. It's great.
I love that.
Well, that's what I was getting to. I'm way behind.
Okay.
Because I only turn on one every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like I'm going on a walk or something, I'm going to play Pokemon Go while I do it. I'll just put on like something like that if I don't want to listen to my chill vibes music. And I finally got to episode 1 of Spittin' Silly.
Okay.
Which is
so
because I've seen it on. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
So Face Jam.
I'm not a jammer yet.
You're not a jammer.
You're not a jammer.
I'm making my way through the other podcasts.
I'm jamming.
I'm making my way downtown.
Walking fast.
Face Jam is a fortnight podcast released every 2 weeks.
Yes.
So if you want to make more of the podcast, they added Spittin' Silly is the other podcast they make,
which
that
is
released
with the same
fortnight
people.
as well.
Yeah.
Which is the way they phrase it that Face Jam is hosted by Michael and co-hosted by Jordan.
Yes.
Spittin' Silly is hosted by Jordan and co-hosted by Michael.
Yeah.
It's very specific.
It's very
differentiation.
different.
So one's the
Very
Michael Jordan
different.
podcast, the other one's the Jordan Michael podcast.
There you go.
Exactly.
Have they talked about how the Michael Jordan podcast was the alternative name for?
I think
Face
they
It
Jam?
was
have.
the first name, and it was the best name.
By the way, I think Face Jam though is so clever because Michael Jordan was in Space Jam.
Yeah.
Space Jam, Face Jam.
It's really funny that
genius.
that was the linear move that they had to make.
And it
so
also
good.
is about eating. So it's
Yeah.
like you're jamming your face. Literally,
Exactly.
I think it's the best title of any
It's
show
really
we've
good.
ever
Very good.
made.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Um,
Respect.
Listen to the first episode of Spittin' Silly.
Yeah.
Didn't know if I was going to be listening to Spittin' Silly because I was like, I don't have enough time to listen to like even just the regular episodes. Should I even listen to this episode?
Yeah.
So I got to turn it on. Their first episode is 30 minutes of them with the help of Eric going through Audio Network and listening to songs to decide the theme song for Spittin' Silly.
I like
it's
that.
just that. That's the entire
That's so
episode.
funny.
And they're listening to like, trying to throw in like, everything you do when you're trying to find like stuff on Audio Network or any of those sites of like using different keywords or finding one you like and listening to suggested ones of that. And it is hilarious to hear these 3 dumb men walk through
Silly.
their thoughts on the and I was
hate that
invested.
process.
I was invested. By the end of it, I was like, what's going to be the theme song?
Well, first of all,
They landed on a good one.
if we were real professionals, we'd be using Factor 5, which that's the TV one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like
There
Audio
are 2
Network?
commercials that air on television right now that both use the same loop,
Yep.
the same exact. Like, one sells beds and the other one sells coffee, and it's the exact same.
Same
These are
song?
Yeah.
unrelated
It's like-
companies.
Yeah, and it's like literally you would know what it was if you went to Audio Network, sorted by most popular, clicked on page 3, because that's what they did.
Right? Yeah.
That's exactly
And
what
they both
did.
found the same one. It's like, oops.
It is funny the way that works though, because back in the day when Always Open first started, we used a song from Audio Network for the intro, as we do for a lot of podcasts here. We find a song that works and just use it. I had so many people message me when they're like, they stole the Always Open intro
That's
for
so
this
funny.
for this mattress commercial.
That's so funny.
Or for this segment on TLC. Like there was a Say Yes to the Dress.
Yeah.
Where like they were like zooming in on the store and like doing this thing of like Margaret is looking for a blah 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 and here with her mom and daughter, blah 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 blah. And like
Always Open
They were
theme.
playing the Always Open theme.
That's so
And I was
funny.
just like, that's so strange
That's
to hear
so
it.
funny.
But it's not ours. It's just
No, it's
public.
royalty free.
Yeah.
What really grinds my gears is that there are 2 songs that Netflix uses on this. Have you seen that How to Build a Sex Room show
no.
on Netflix?
I've seen
This old British woman goes to people's houses and makes them a room to have sex in. It's a very weird premise. She's quite silly. That's not the point. The point is there are 2 royalty-free songs in that show that I want on Spotify for a playlist. they are so silly. One of the songs is just like, it's just like, ooh, gonna give it to me, gonna give me that, ooh, because they can't be explicit.
Sure.
And then there's another one, and again, because I watch so much, I do consume a lot. I can tell, like you said, I can tell when
It's not Marvel movies.
Not Marvel movies. I can tell when they reuse songs and stuff.
Yeah.
And they do that a lot on Netflix. But they have this one song that they reuse in 2 episodes of that one series, which I've never
Oh.
heard done before. And the song is just like, doing it, doing it, give me that thing.
It's always weird when there's lyrics involved too. Like it's not just the music because a lot.
Yeah.
What's cool too, and I love this about like Audio Network and places like that, where they have different options of the song.
Yeah.
So like without the drums, without the vocals, with vocals but no bass, or like.
with female lead vocal, with high male falsetto
yeah.
vocal, yeah.
And so it's like you could choose which iteration of the song you want, but it's always weird to me when they do select the ones with vocals in it for something on TV.
No, it's funny because it's always 2 on the nose also.
Yeah.
Like what's that one of those dumb dating shows on Netflix where it was like something was happening and the guy was like, yeah, I met her, she was on season 3 of The Thing, and like I DM'd her and like we hooked up and now we're on this show together, and then it's just like starts playing the music and the music's just like, from my past, I knew her back then, and we were there, and I was like, oh, so that's specifically for, and then it'll go to her, and she's like, yeah, it didn't really work out between us. Like, we met at this party, and like, it was okay, but he ghosted me, and then I ghosted her. Then I ghosted, didn't call. And it's like, this is so specific.
I eat that shit up.
The pro move is you go onto one of those websites and you find a song that you like for your theme song for your show. You use that theme song for a while and it becomes synonymous with your show.
Yeah.
Then you force your talented brother to create different mixes of it for your dumb themed versions of the show. So you have like a spooky hell version and a cool time traveling version and a kids daytime show version. So then you have, we could release an album of just the different versions of your stupid
On
theme
vinyl?
song. We could.
Interesting.
Who wants a dumb on the spot vinyl?
I
Tyler
do.
was telling me someone in chat said they heard the on the spot theme in an elevator once.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think I
so
got
funny.
as many people saying they heard it in commercials. I got a lot of people saying they heard it in elevators or like stores.
Yeah.
I've also noticed that a lot
places.
of the same genre, like especially on YouTube, the same genre of content creators will use the same songs. Like there's like 2 songs that every single fitness YouTuber uses for a body transformation video. It is the same single song every time, and every Andrew Tate clipper uses the same song too. But
Why are you watching that content?
okay,
Do better.
can I tell you?
Is it like watching
If
a
you have
car
time
crash?
for Andrew Tate, you have time for Marvel
Hey John,
movies.
can I tell you something upsetting? It's because that's what the algorithm thinks I like on my Rooster Teeth account, because I'm always clicking on our content that's gaming centered. So it's like, I'm trying to be an alpha male.
To talk about
You are.
I am.
songs
out,
that are
yeah.
used in multiple places, and to bring it back to Last of Us, in this episode,
Episode 3.
episode 3, at the end, when it kind of is ramping up to a emotional climax in the episode, they play a song in it. And I remember watching the episode, and I was like, I know this song. This has been used elsewhere.
It's also a very old song, is it not?
It's an old song. What I remember for is they used the same song that is used in Arrival. Denis Villeneuve's Arrival, which is used during like her realization moment kind of thing, is that very swelling string instrument. And it's like, that is a perfect emotional, like manipulative song.
Yeah, it manipulates you into feeling stuff.
To be sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, music has an incredible way of doing that.
Oh yeah.
It's, you watch a clip with no music and it's just like you feel nothing,
Yeah.
and then it puts on one of those like Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. You're going, they loved each other so much.
Do you know that?
Watch Up on mute and see if you cry.
Yeah.
You probably won't.
No, probably not. Or if you like, that's like when people do those things where they like change the music for a movie trailer and like turn it into a rom-com or
recut it,
something.
Yeah.
There's this movie that Ellen DeGeneres starred in a very long time ago where I think she like
Finding Nemo.
no, she like I can't remember if it involves her like falling into a coma or something. Well, the point of the movie is like there's this man who will not like leave her alone, who's like basically
Gus is on the hunt.
I'm looking.
manufacturing all these scenarios because he really wants to be with her, and like all of her friends and family are like gaslighting her into being like, no, he's so sweet, this is so nice, you should be with him. And I was like, if you
Cable guy.
change the soundtrack of this movie, it's a psychological thriller.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
favorite one is when they do that with Mary Poppins. You ever heard that one? They've recut Mary Poppins to be like a horror movie. It's great. It's so good because it's like she's like this strange, creepy, otherworldly
Oh,
creature that has
yeah.
come. It's good. What is it, Gus?
Can't find it. I'm looking.
It's
She can't have a deep film.
Yeah, it can't be that. It's Ellen DeGeneres.
Actress. There we go. I was like, I was only seeing
No,
executive
not
producer
herself. Yeah, and she's like, and this guy is like really bothering her and like keeps trying to like take her out, and she doesn't want to.
Mr. Wrong?
Maybe?
stuff. Coneheads.
No, it's not Coneheads.
Wait, was Ellen DeGeneres in Coneheads?
Apparently,
I feel like I remember that.
Ellen DeGeneres was in Coneheads
that's what IMDb is telling me.
as one of the Coneheads. Not
No,
one of the
not. Definitely not one of the Coneheads.
As Coach.
Oh,
How
Coach
funny.
Ellen.
And
I
look
gotta
up Ellen,
see her.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Like, I got Mr. Wrong in 2 chats right now.
Yeah, can you look at Mr. Wrong?
Yeah, but first I'm looking up Coach.
Coneheads.
Good luck.
The
Good,
TV
good luck
show?
No, the movie.
Good luck with
No,
that.
that can't be.
Yeah.
Yes, she
This
was.
is
She was the
Ellen,
daughter's coach.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
Just a bit part.
Well, there you go.
Weird.
Mr. Wrong, you said? Oh, Mr. Wrong. Oh, this looks like the movie you're describing.
Yeah, does it have a? Yeah, does it have? Okay, look at this cover. Does that not look like a horror
Oh,
film?
I know what movie you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Is there
now.
is there like a short synopsis? Because again, I got the gist of
No,
it.
we have to watch the whole movie
The
now.
synopsis is a lonely single woman finds the seemingly perfect man to date, but soon regrets it when his deranged, possessive other personality emerges, and she cannot convince anyone else of his Jekyll and Hyde true nature. This is just like a documentary, then.
Yeah, it's a rom-com. It's literally a rom-com. And I'm like, again, change the score, and it's the psychological thriller of a generation.
Yeah. That's all you need to do.
That's all you need to do.
Then it's on Dateline
Yeah.
or 2020.
It's on 2020, then HBO Max is a 3-part series, and then Netflix is a 3-part series, and then Hulu does a 4-part series because they made their last so they could see the trial. I'm talking about the Murdough murders.
Oh. He just got convicted, that guy,
He
right?
did, yeah. He did all that for sure.
for sure.
I'm beginning to believe you were lying to me. You got time. You're watching 4 versions of the Murdough murders.
Yeah.
Listen, we keep yelling at Blaine to watch Alice in Borderland or any shows
Yeah.
we talk about, but all he and Kristen do
Stuff that he would
is
love.
watch Sailor Moon.
Sailor
which,
Well,
Moon.
hey,
no.
I get it.
He just finished.
No, he started
No,
X-Files.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
X-Files, but also they're watching a different Sailor Moon thing now,
Well, there's
too.
4 Sailor Moons.
Yes, Crystal?
There's Sailor Moon, Crystal, Sailor Moon S.
Still hasn't watched a single episode of Bluey for me. I'm distraught.
Everyone tweet at Blaine right now. Tell him he needs to watch Alice in Borderland and Bluey.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
He will be very happy with this because he's not going to be upset at this at all that we just did this.
Send him
No.
messages. What is he, B. Gibbles?
B. Gibbles, probably at B. Gibbles
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like
Or
that.
is
Or
it-
B. Gibson?
Or is it the
I
Blaine?
think it's the
See the
Blaine.
Blaine?
it-
It
one
used to
is
be
it?
B. Gibbles a
One
long
is
time
his
ago.
Instagram, one is his Twitter. I
That
forget
guy
which
has
one
no
is-
consistency.
Blaine
Yeah.
Gibson.
Yeah, he just couldn't get Blaine
He's B.
Gibson
Gibbles.
because that's
Terrible.
a famous Disney
SEO.
innovation person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like one of the guys who like worked on like sculpting the animatronics for like Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff.
Ah, sick.
He's like a pretty famous,
Blaine
innovation.
Gibson also found part of the Malaysia 370 airline.
right.
Is that
And
correct?
he-
Same one?
Thank you, Gus. I was thinking of that. I watched that shitty
different
Blaine
Different-
Gibson?
different
Okay.
Blaine Gibson.
Blaine,
Okay.
Yeah, and he said he was getting tweeted about it too.
That's
wasn't
so
he?
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Blaine, were you deep diving off the coast of Malaysia recently?
No, he was,
Are you also a middle-aged man?
Are you in Mozambique on the beach?
So strange.
That's funny. That's funny.
Did you guys, speaking of like true crime and stuff like that, it's been a while since we've talked about it, but I don't know if we ever talked about it as a group, but the show Making a Murderer.
Yeah.
Did you watch that on Netflix when it was out?
Yeah.
The first season?
Both?
Yeah, I watched
only
both.
first
I
season.
only watched the first one.
The second season is interesting, and it covers more of
Did
like
they finally make a murder in that one?
No, but there's a
Dominican
lot
murder
of
in the first
evidence
one.
pointing towards other things.
Yeah.
I would guess I was just curious to get your take if you thought he was guilty or not.
The
guy who got convicted.
original guy or the
One who's currently in jail.
I think he fucking did it.
You think so?
After the second season, yeah, he kind of had a
After
history.
the second season, it seems more like the uncle and his son did it.
Oh no, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yes, the uncle and the son. Yeah,
Like-
not the
Not the
not
other
the high schooler.
There
Yeah.
was like Brendan, I think?
not Brandon Dassey. That was his name. Brendan Dassey.
but
Not
his,
him.
his brother.
Yes.
Who apparently was looking up photos of like dismembered bodies
Yeah.
and like stuff like before this happened.
Isn't he also?
we've all done that.
Isn't that the one? He like skinned cats too. Didn't
He was
he?
I mean,
fucked up.
Yeah.
What's the
that dude
context
did it.
here?
And there apparently
Living
was
in
someone who
Arkansas,
saw
right?
So he skinned a cat.
There's
What's the context?
Like several.
someone who saw him and his uncle moving her car.
Yeah. It was definitely the uncle and the guy.
There's
for sure.
I'm still mad about that.
Maybe you don't help
Yeah.
it. Maybe you needed
I know
a push
you don't
start.
know all the
Yeah.
information, and the documentary paints things in a certain way for you to want to believe
Yeah,
certain things.
but
Like,
also-
obviously, I know that, but like,
That kid didn't do it. He
that
was.
kid did not.
Well,
This
first of all,
right
the
now-
kid, he was at a wrestling
this,
match.
This right now is exactly why we have so many of these. Because to hear you guys so enraptured in discussing it, they're just
okay.
like, make another one.
If it makes you feel
Well,
better,
it's not that I want.
It's
them
the
to
same
make
when
it.
I'm talking about MCU movies. They're like, we've got him. Make another one.
I don't want them to make another one. I want them to convict the right
convict
person.
the right guy
Exonerate someone.
and convict the other guy.
Wrongful
Also,
conviction.
if it makes you feel better, I prefer fun true crime. So I like
Such
It's
as-
fun to cry.
I like silly little heists and like blue collar crime and stuff. Or like blue collar, white collar
Like
crime. Like
people
I
who
watched this
steal
one
stuff?
thing where like this guy, he like worked at a factory that makes really expensive whiskey, and he was just like stealing like tester bottles and selling them to his friends and like their friends and stuff. But then some other person stole like a barrel that was worth $100,000. And then people were like, "Oh, all these other bottles are missing too." So they thought he stole the like big barrel, but it was just like it just happened to be one other guy stole one other barrel, and then that guy, and then the guy who was like stealing like the little testers and stuff got sent to jail.
Wow.
So stuff like that, like that, like
I actually heard that story.
yeah, I like little heists and little things
Little
that
fun
things
guys.
that don't hurt people.
right.
Still from a corporation, it's not gonna do anything. Whatever, gives a shit.
I heard
You
a
can go
weird-
steal from Walmart right now.
No, don't steal from
No.
Walmart.
I said you could.
No.
I didn't say go do
No,
it.
not because Walmart doesn't deserve to be stolen from. Walmart prosecutes to the highest extent of the law. They will let you steal until you steal an amount that is considered a felony and then prosecute you.
Oh, then you're
So-
saying right now you could steal
so
up to
we'll,
the felony
so we'll
amount.
target who you steal from is Whole Foods. They don't prosecute and they don't have cameras.
Griff
So-
knows all the places.
You were talking. This is not like true crime thing, but you were talking about whiskey and made me think about it. I saw a news story the other day. I think some people who live near the Jack Daniels distillery in Tennessee are trying to sue Jack Daniels because they have like they talk about the barrels, like
Yeah.
the barrels where they age the whiskey
oak
and everything.
barrels that they age them in, yeah.
And I guess when they're aging the whiskey, there's like vapors that come up from the
Okay.
barrels. And I guess it's getting picked up by the wind and planted on trees. And it's actually
the
a plant.
fumes?
The fumes go into the air
Okay.
and they cause black mold to grow
Oh.
on plants, on like street signs, on houses, on everything around there. Where it's like they were like filming someone who just like walked up to the side of their house or to like a stop sign. Everyone's like, look, and just like run their finger along. It's like, it's all black mold.
That's
They
bad.
go up to a tree and it's just like covered in it.
That's so bad. Man, I'm always trying to think about what the thing is going to be for us that we're like, I can't believe they used to smoke all the time in the 60s. I want to know what that thing is now.
that we're doing right now.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess vaping is kind of
No, but we know that's bad.
right.
I mean, like, because people used to be like,
probably
smoke a
gonna be-
cigarette, it'll make the baby strong.
I imagine it might be social media use.
Yeah.
It's probably just our consumption on our phone because they're
Probably,
actively right now
yeah.
telling us. Everyone's like, I need better sleep. I can't get to sleep.
Yeah, it
And I was
breaks
like,
your
well,
brain.
Just don't be on your devices an hour before bed. It's like, I can't not do that.
Best I can do is
Marvel's
turn
not
off
going
the
to
blue
snap
light.
itself.
Correct.
Best I can do is turn off the blue light.
That doesn't do it though. But I think that's what it's gonna be. Is like they're gonna be like, we had an entire generation of
Plastic.
sleep deprived. Oh yeah,
It's definitely gonna be. It's definitely gonna be like,
Oh,
wow, I
plastic
can't
for
believe
sure.
people used to like store their food in plastic,
Or drink out of plastic,
Yeah.
or heat things in plastic.
or put plastic in their teeth permanently,
Yeah, I think about that all the time about how we're slowly probably getting
full
poison.
of
We're just-
full of microplastics.
Here's the thing: we're consuming so much microplastic, it'll slowly replace the rest of our body,
Yeah.
and we'll be all plastic, and then it won't be a problem.
Except for when it gets hot.
And then we'll need plastic surgery to get
I was in the store the other day. Where was I? I was in Target, maybe somewhere.
Not stealing.
And I was walking around, and I was there because I was killing time. And I walked through the aisle where they have like all the disposable, like Tupperware and disposable like dishes and Ziploc bags and everything. It's just like, oh, this is an entire section of plastic.
I recently upgraded all of my kitchen appliances to be or all my stuff in my kitchen to be glass, silicone, or metal. Yeah. So I'm trying not to use plastic.
This metal water bottle.
Because I'm just like, it's so wasteful. The one thing I haven't changed yet is like the worst one, which is like sandwich bags. Because the reusable ones are so expensive.
And like you guys still get Starbucks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the cold drinks are in a plastic cup.
Yeah. I won't get a cold drink though.
Well, I think even the hot drinks, like they're paper cups, but I think they're lined with plastic.
They're coated in plastic.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
That's true.
And then it's like...
But like people don't really bring oftentimes. Some people do, but not as many people bring reusable things to Starbucks to get filled up.
What I've started doing is I bought the the Nespresso cups because they have the blonde espresso roast for the Nespresso. So I started buying those and just trying to do that. But then, like, sometimes you're just like late and I can't make coffee. And then I just feel bad.
Yeah.
I just feel bad. I'm also trying to do like more sustainable stuff. So just getting like, I get like a tablet that turns into cleaning solution instead of buying a plastic spray bottle of cleaning solution and refilling glass ones.
I'm not someone who does that with everything in my house. I'm bad about. I'm more so I have to stick with like the cheap version.
Yeah. I'm not gonna not use Lysol though.
Well, I'm saying I got 2 kids, and so it's and I'm a single parent paying for them, so I can't just spend the money on everything. But one thing that did come across my like algorithm was a video about like how not only wasteful but also like inefficient like the pods are.
Yeah.
And even a bottle of liquid is
you're paying
wasteful.
for water.
So I bought into it and bought a pack. I haven't used them yet because I'm using up just the last few of my pods, but I bought a pack of the paper.
The sheets, hell yeah.
The sheets. There we go. You get
they're not dryer sheets
for laundry.
Yeah, it's like a hard sheet of soap.
Yeah.
Instead of liquid detergent, which is like 90% water apparently.
That reminds me, I finally got my dryer fixed.
Oh, congrats.
After so many years.
What's wrong with it?
So we had people come.
Wait, years?
Yeah.
Barbara's
What you been doing?
Drying things 4 or 5 times.
Oh.
Because it just wouldn't dry it. So we had people come look at it.
What's your electric bill like?
Not great.
Okay.
It's better now.
Okay.
She lives in Austin. We have to run our AC more than 24 hours a day.
Yeah, that's fair.
Turns out,
you ever look at that?
So you know how like you have the dryer vent that goes outside?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ours goes up, but also had a mesh grate in front of it. So
what do you mean in front?
They're supposed to take that off.
Where it's supposed to go outside.
Okay.
Where it's essentially all the
so like on the side of the house where it comes
the one
out.
Where it comes out. Where it's supposed to come out. But ours also was at an angle.
Yeah.
Like a very, very steep, long angle. Plus it had the mesh on there. So the lint and the dust and stuff from your dryer wouldn't leave. It would like fluff out.
So it's
but it got so compact over years and years, because we're also not the first people to own a home, that it was so backed up that things, when my dryer was running, it wouldn't be able to, like I would open the dryer and things would be dripping.
Yeah. Would it be all steamed up too?
Yes.
The mesh was like blocking and holding onto stuff?
It was not allowing the lint to escape. So it would just keep piling up and not be able to escape the vent at all.
Yeah.
And it also got so hard because it had been just...
Because
also it's like
years?
damp stuff coming up and like all this shit happening. So we got people to clean that out, take off the mesh, and like we run our dryer and everything comes out dry. And me and Trevor have never been so excited about anything in our entire life.
Was your house used? Did you get it new build?
No.
Okay, can I tell you, I'm over here shaking because I follow a lot of like, again, plumbers, carpenters, contractors, the people who check the houses. And I was watching, there's this one guy I follow and he shows like when people use like shortcuts to build houses and how it fucks the homeowner. But also, So when you have someone come in and install the hosing for your dryer system, when they do the exhaust port, it's either on the side of the house or on the roof.
Yeah.
And usually the ones on the roof are, like you said, super curved, and they come with that piece of mesh on there. The piece of mesh is meant to be taken off.
Yeah, they didn't do that.
Some contractors don't do it because they know it'll get fucked up and leave it there knowing that you'll have to call to keep getting it fixed. So, like, you call like an AC guy to come and fix it. He'll be like, the mesh is on here. They'll just peel the stuff off the mesh and put the mesh back, knowing that the problem will continue.
So they keep making money off.
Yeah,
of
so they
you?
keep making money off of you.
Real
Because
scumbag behavior.
Yeah,
Well, these
it doesn't
guys-
keep bugs out
The
or
guys who
anything.
came to our house were wonderful because they just took it right off.
Yeah, maybe that's the guy I follow because he is in Austin.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like a some people sometimes it's like inexperience and they think the mesh is supposed to be there to keep bugs out, but
Right.
that's what the flap is for.
Yeah.
Or they intentionally or if they come and fix it, they will then intentionally leave it knowing that you'll have to have it fixed again
Yeah.
in like a year or two.
It's
Well,
God,
it must be life-changing.
I
now to
can't.
really
Yeah.
dry
It's
clothes.
such a small thing where it's like I avoided doing laundry because I would be like, well, I'll wash my stuff and then
Yeah.
I'll have to put it in the dryer. I'll have to put it on the lowest setting, and then I'll have to like wait till it's done for an hour, and then I have to put it back in again. Like it literally was like I'm not exaggerating. Like 4 or 5 times I
Yeah.
had to dry my stuff each like an hour at a time.
Yeah.
Just to get it dry, and so everything took forever. And also like I'm a sweaty individual, so like I'll change my clothes sometimes.
Yeah.
Twice in a
Yeah,
day.
especially in Austin.
Or like if I go to the gym and I have that, or if like I film always open and
Yeah.
I have like another outfit I bring for the show. So I just like it piles up really quickly. But now it's like, God, I cannot tell you, put in the dryer, it comes out bone dry and warm. And I'm just like, I don't have to do this again. It literally has saved hours of my day.
Man, I want to go check mine because like I got mine fixed and it's better.
Yeah.
But I still have to do stuff like a full cycle and then like an extra speed cycle. And I'm just like, I'm gonna get up on the roof.
It could also be the dryer itself.
I had
It's brand new.
Oh,
some
okay.
people come out to clean my dryer vent. You know, where they do the thing where they like snake through and clean. I'm
Yeah.
sure you're familiar with
We
it.
bought one of those thinking we could do it ourselves.
I bought one myself trying to do it, but the one I bought wasn't long enough for what I needed. So I was like, fuck, all right, well, I got to call the professionals.
Oh,
to
you
come
You
out.
can also
the-
buy
you got the
extra
spinny one?
attachments.
Yeah.
You can buy extra attachments.
Yeah,
for
at that point, I was like,
It
I'll
gets
just call
weak
someone.
though. Was it
So
satisfying?
they came over and they cleaned my vent out. And these are guys who do this shit all the time.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, whatever. I had moved the dryer out ahead of time for them so they could do it. That guy gets in there and like, he like looks in. He goes, huh, first time I've ever seen that. I was like, what? He goes, there's an insurance card in your dryer vent.
What?
And he like reaches in and pulls out. It's from the previous owner's like
Oh my God.
health insurance card. He's like, huh, oh, wait, hold on. There's a gift card in here too. And he reaches in and pulls out like a $10 gift card that's been like,
Is it still
it
active?
was expired for a few years.
Are you sure you just didn't hire an up close magician?
Yeah.
Just like
And then they clean it out. They run the thing and like all this shit comes out. Like, that's fucking gross.
yeah,
saw
it's really
someone
gross.
in chat mentioned like drying things on a rack.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, rack drying is a thing. Like, yes, I do dry things
Yeah,
hanging or lay flat because some of my stuff does.
yeah.
I don't have the space
No.
Yeah.
to dry all my things
This
on
is
a
what-
rack.
if you-
I have one rack and like I don't know, 20 shirts that I'm drying at the same
Austin
time.
is so sweaty.
It's so sweaty.
It's so sweaty here. You change.
a lot.
A
It changes
lot.
you.
It changes you.
Yeah,
Oh my god, you go through like 3 pairs of underwear in a day in Austin.
at least.
So
Also,
I start off wearing them all and I slowly peel them off as the day goes on.
No, Gus.
that's actually something we talked about on Let's Blend, me and Elise, how I don't know.
Layering underwear?
No, and I don't know if this is just like a women thing,
Yeah.
or if like guys do this too. But when you're traveling, I literally pack like 3 or 4 times as many pairs of underwears and socks
Yeah.
as what I'll need. And it's like, what, do you think you're gonna shit yourself on
Yes.
this trip? Like, I don't shit myself in my day-to-day life.
Yeah, but you
I
don't.
definitely do that anytime I travel. I don't shit
So-
myself. I take the extra stuff. Like you're
yeah,
talking
because
about.
what if you do shit yourself?
Right. And it's like, it's always like just in case, but of course.
What if you have a nice
Nice.
event?
What if I shit myself twice every day on this trip?
What if it could happen? You could get food poisoning. Better to be safe than sorry, right?
Exactly.
I guess that's why, but
When's the last time you shit your pants?
I've never shit my pants.
Okay, then I'm just.
Yeah, but it's like
But
the
I
irrational
could.
fear you have.
Okay, I think everyone has shit their pants. I think the definition of
baby.
shitting your pants is, I think, exaggerated what people think in their head.
Yeah.
Shitting your pants just means you get poop on your clothes.
That's what I'm referencing.
not
that I'm not
shitting
saying
my
like
pants.
filling your underwear
Yeah.
with a full load.
None of you have ever.
I'm not
in
saying
your
that.
adult life.
I'm saying how
had a little
often.
bit kiss
how
the underwear.
often.
No.
No, I don't think I've ever had that
I
happen.
mean, the last time it happened to me, I was probably in my like early teens.
Okay,
That's
that's
what I'm
fair.
saying. That's why I'm referencing the frequency.
Yes.
Also,
That's a lot of fear to live in.
Somebody in chat was like, I'm assuming about Gus's gift card comment. Why were they using the
Insurance
dryer?
card.
It was both.
And it was both.
Oh, a gift card.
Why were they using the dryer with no lint trap? There are gaps in the machine where
Yeah.
stuff can get through. That's how, like, literally, if you open up a dryer, you can find socks
Right.
Yeah.
inside the works getting gummed up. So that's why you're supposed to like have those things like maintenance every like what 2 or 3 years,
Yeah.
but no
Something
one
like
does that.
No.
Some people don't know they have to clean their lint trap out. One of my friends,
How do you
That's
not know that?
insane.
Okay, one of
That's
my
a
friends-
fire
It just stops
hazard.
working.
one of my friends lived in an apartment for 2 years. I was helping her move out, and she was like doing laundry because moving out you gotta do a lot of laundry, pack everything up, clean it, whatever. And she was like, "I hate this dryer; it doesn't dry." And I was like, "Oh, it's okay. I'll take care of the laundry. I'll switch your clothes out for you." I pull out the lint trap, and I swear to God, it's 2 inches thick. Of
And it
lint.
was like
and I
tight.
was like, "Hey, girl."
That must have been satisfying to pull off.
Hey.
Yeah, I was like, "Hey, girl, when was the last time you cleaned the lint trap?" And she was like, "What's that?" And it's
Oh.
because when she grew up in New York, I think, and her family always went to a laundromat. So she didn't know that dryers had lint traps. And I was like, "Girl, you almost burned that complex down. That's
Literally.
crazy."
That's the best part about doing your dryer. You
Yeah.
take that
Yeah.
out and you get to.
Yeah, I got a little trash can now that I keep on top of my, like, I keep it above, and I put all the lint in there, and I tie it up when I'm done. When it
Yeah.
fills up, I love it.
The one regret I had is I wasn't home when we had these people come to service our dryer.
Oh,
And Trevor also was like dealing with something at the same time when they were cleaning it out.
Mm.
I wish, just for like satisfaction's sake, I got to see
Yeah.
I could.
the stuff that was just packed in there.
I'll send you some videos.
Please do.
I love.
You
that
think for an
shit.
extra fee they let you keep it or something?
Ooh, lint's a good fire starter. By the way,
Yeah, I
if you
know.
ever need to start a fire,
If I'm ever on
campfire,
Survivor,
yeah, you can use a lint from the dryer.
that'll be my one item I bring with me on Survivor.
Pocket lint.
Pocket of lint. Just in case I'm ever in the final
GIC.
challenge.
GIC.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying GIC.
No, JIC. Just in case.
Just in case.
Gus in case.
You never know.
Gus in case.
I was
Gus is cool.
No,
GIC.
that's definitely not true.
GIC.
talking to my girlfriend the other day, and I was trying to recall the name of the TV show ER.
Okay.
And in that conversation, that's where I asked her. I was like, because I think we were talking about again Grey's Anatomy. To bring it back to that, we were talking about that. It's one of our favorite shows. So it comes up a lot in conversations. Talking about Grey's Anatomy and just like, because she was watching a new one on Netflix called New Amsterdam.
Okay.
Another medical drama.
Yeah. There's so many.
Yeah. And then we were just thinking about the history of medical drama, and I was like, oh yeah, what's the name of like probably like that first one, that really popular one that was the one with like George Clooney? And she goes, West Wing? And I was like, no, the one that was in the hospital. She's like, West Wing, right? And I'm like,
No, that's
no.
Isn't that the president?
Well, it's
Yeah.
like you wouldn't think ER as a name of a show.
No.
Right?
But she kept pressing on West Wing, which is about the West Wing
She was
in,
like, "Oh,
in
you
the
mean-
White House.
You mean Veep?
So she tells me again, my girlfriend is genuinely the smartest person I know, just hyper intelligent, but she gets silly quirks about some things. And she was like, every time, she's like, I always get those two mixed up, West Wing and ER. And she's like, because whenever I hear West Wing, which by the way, she works in public health and works with a lot of hospital work and that kind of thing. And she's like, when I hear West Wing, I think of just a West Wing of a hospital.
That makes sense.
But in that same sentence, that's when she also told me, she's like, I also don't know the difference between Lost and Survivor.
One's
have
real.
I have the same issue.
And the other
as
one's
your
Survivor.
girlfriend. I respect that.
Yeah.
I just want
I
to point
see
out,
myself in that.
ER is not. I wouldn't consider ER like the first medical.
No. But in my
Definitely is like one of the first.
in my lifetime, I think of like what's the oldest popular medical drama
Is that Clooney?
that I remember.
What would you say was before that?
St. Elsewhere.
St. Elsewhere. Is that the one with George
Never
Clooney?
heard of that.
No, it's
No,
ER.
ER is George
Saint-
Clooney.
What was St. Elsewhere? I didn't even heard of that.
It's same thing. Set in a hospital, medical drama.
It's really campy, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yes.
Was that Mike who said, "Oh my god"?
Saint
They ran from
But I never watched ER.
They ran through most of the 80s, I think, St. Elsewhere.
Yeah, so of course we haven't heard about it. Yeah, it aired in 1982.
Okay.
And the final episode was 1988.
Yeah, most of the 80s.
When was ER then?
ER started I want to say 93 maybe 94.
It was definitely the early 90s.
And was it the same vibe?
No.
That was 94 to 2009.
No,
Well, what was the vibe of
ER was much more contemporary. St. Elsewhere was a lot more like... I always thought of St. Elsewhere as being more almost like soap opera-ish.
And that's
but
what
ER isn't?
She brought up. Well, I think there was a line where the soap opera medical stuff ends and just drama medical begins, where it's a very fine line, because even Grey's Anatomy, there's plenty of soap opera elements in it, but it's not technically soap opera. So,
also Grey's Anatomy. I'm sorry, go to a different hospital. What is it? Seattle Grace? Is that where they were?
Yeah.
Leave.
Why?
Because
what was wrong?
No,
with it?
because I feel. I'm sorry. If I was Meredith Grey and I was working there for 18 years and I tallied up all the crazy shit that happened to me and my coworkers, I would ask for a transfer
if you're
to any other. So I could, it's like private practice, like the lady, like the hot red-haired lady in private practice.
Private practice from Grey's
Because
Anatomy.
she was tired of,
It's a spin-off show.
She was tired of,
Yeah, private practice. Yeah.
all the shit that was happening
I used to
there.
watch Grey's Anatomy.
Here's the
back
thing,
in
though.
day.
Me too.
Yeah.
Meredith Grey.
Also, she's been paid a paycheck for 18 years to be on this stupid show, so she's going to stay on the stupid show.
I just mean like in terms of like the reality where that hospital does exist and those are real people. Leave.
Right. You don't have to be there. You're a doctor. You can work anywhere.
Yeah. It's like, oh, well, that one guy, he got hit by a bus, and that other guy, all of his skin got burned off, and then that other lady lost a leg.
Remember there was a bomb that blew up in this hospital?
And we're the doctors.
Yeah. I was going to say the bomb
having
thing
sex.
would be maybe more of an off-putting thing rather than just treating people with terrible things happen to them.
Also,
because that's any hospital, I'm sure they see awful,
Chicago Hope.
terrible things.
I remember Chicago Hope.
Oh, the entire Chicago extended universe.
Oh, is it Chicago Night on NBC tonight?
Is it Chicago Night on
What was
NBC?
the other ones?
Chicago Fire and Chicago PD?
There's an EMT show too. There's a Chicago.
They are?
No, but there's
Chicago Hope and Chicago what?
Chicago Med is part of the Chicago universe.
Is Med part of Fire?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the shared universe.
Isn't there an EMT one now too?
I don't know.
Chicago's a happening place. Got all kinds of stuff going on.
Tri-City.
The fucking Chicago extended universe is so funny because they'll do crossover episodes.
I forgot about the airplane crash. Sorry, somebody.
Oh yeah,
there's an airplane crash in Grey's
R.I.P. to
Anatomy.
my faves in that one. That's when I stopped. That's when I was
I
like,
think that's when I was finishing up.
That's when I
watching
stopped watching because I was like, you can't kill my girl. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that show is pretty intense.
Well, that's what they do on that show. They kill their doctors.
Sometimes I'll. I remember like in college one time I was walking to go meet one of my friends. I was listening to my music and it started playing. Fuck, what's the name of that song? Somewhere Only We Know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this sounds like the music that plays before I get shot in fucking an episode of Grey's Anatomy. Like, this is a song that plays while I'm coding. Yeah.
Wait, someone in chat just said St. Elsewhere ended and that it was a dream of somebody's kid.
It was in the
They pulled a Dallas?
Yeah, it was in the snow globe, right?
Oh, wow.
An autistic
the
kid?
whole show
It was an
a dream?
autistic
But that's
kid
Dallas,
with a snow
right?
globe, right?
No, Dallas is a dream.
It was an
Half
it was an
of-
half
autistic
of
kid
Dallas.
with a snow globe was St. Elsewhere, right? Yeah.
Whoa. I don't
great.
like that trope.
No, I want to do that. If I ever had a TV show, I'd fuck with people
when
in
we
the last
finish
episode.
RT
I'd pull a
podcast.
Sopranos.
It's all been a dream.
It's
Yeah.
all been a dream.
Yeah. Gus Sorola wakes up in his bed. He's 28 years old.
What a
He's
great
sweating profusely.
like what a great poll to do at the end of it is
Yeah.
just to have a big old like ah, ha, ha, it was a dream, motherfuckers.
I don't remember that at all about St. Elsewhere. That's funny.
That's the only thing I know about it.
So
I didn't
good.
even know about that.
What's up?
We should also mention, I know we should have done this probably earlier in the podcast, but we're celebrating our 20-year anniversary.
Whoa.
Speaking of content that's been around for a long
Yeah.
time.
Whoa.
And every single week, there is going to be a new mystery piece of content that comes out celebrating some Rooster Teeth classic shows. Fridays, yes.
Fridays.
It'll be available for first, and then a week later it'll be public. So Awu, an episode of Awu came out on Friday, which will be public this Friday. But I don't know if you guys watched it, but
I
it gave me
did.
like some insane nostalgia.
It made me smile real hard.
real hard. It was really fun to watch.
I missed Dalu. I didn't know I missed it.
I know,
It's
me neither.
It's extra sad when you remember that Jack's been dead for 5 years.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
But we did a really good deep fake of him.
AI technology is great.
Out
Okay,
of
It's
control.
great.
Yeah.
When I started working here,
We got so much footage of Jack. We can do all kinds of things.
we
with
do
him.
so much with Jack. You don't even know.
But
We
new
got-
episodes every Friday, basically.
yeah.
Yes,
Of
for
new-
20 weeks.
20 weeks.
20
So-
weeks. That's like
19
half
more.
a year.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it goes through till July. Where
Yes.
RTX is happening too.
2003. That's when you started this company.
Yes.
April 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
That's
in,
the story.
I was in the third grade. I was in the second grade, actually. Yeah.
I was in the 19th grade.
I think it was Kai was like, you want to know how old I was,
She was like,
20
what,
years
like
ago?
6?
She was, I think, 5.
5 or 6. Yeah, I was 7 in 2008. I think. Yeah,
I was 13
Gus.
I was 25.
in 2003.
That's how old I am now. I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Put a couple more years on. Get on my level. To talk about St. Elsewhere. Then you're going to be talking about old shows
Yeah. Yeah.
from
Except
the
I'll be talking
2000s nobody
about.
remembers.
Okay. Oh God, what would the comp be? What would the comp even be? We don't have like cultural.
It's too much
There's
stuff.
too much fucking shit on me.
Yeah.
Can't breathe. What would it be?
You'll be
I guess
talking
it would
about
be Grey's Anatomy, huh?
Charlie Bit My Finger.
Yeah, that came out. What year? That was like around the time Rooster Teeth started, 2004, 2005.
Also,
Not
well,
that old.
YouTube didn't start till, what, 04 or 05?
I thought it was
06.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, we
So it had to
predate.
be after that because it was a YouTube thing.
Yeah, that's true.
07.
07? That was
Gotcha.
close. What did we do before that?
They just I
Be
think
happy?
You had it just available for
No,
people to download.
I think it was what did we do in general.
Oh, humans.
Yeah. Was it like Newgrounds?
Well, there was Newgrounds.
There's
Break.com.
Clip something. Something clip. Or
I'd watch
clip
VHS
something.
tapes with my cousin of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, poorly dubbed ones.
Yep.
Or poorly subtitled ones, or the
Mhm.
poorly dubbed ones.
Dubbed.
Okay.
There
Just
are,
by two guys in their basement, probably.
No, I'm saying I watched the I didn't have the internet, and I watched VHS tapes of Dragon Ball
Oh,
Z
the actual
with my
Funimation
cousin.
dub. Okay.
because I never caught it when it was on TV.
Okay.
I used to play like Putt Putt and
Yeah.
like those games on my computer all the time. And I remember when the internet started, it was like
Game over.
I had ICQ Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys remember ICQ?
Yep.
What is that?
It was like a messenger service.
ICQ.
Yeah, it was like I'd say it was the first popular like IM.
What does
Yeah,
it
and
stand
then after
for?
that, it came like MSN Messenger and AOL Messenger.
Yeah.
AOL Messenger might have been before.
I was a Yahoo kid.
Yeah, Yahoo Messenger.
I was a Yahoo Messenger kid.
ICQ. I don't know who owned it or anything like that.
It was a
but-
company called Mirabilis.
wow.
They were, if I remember right, they were based out of Israel. It was supposed to be a play on I Seek You.
Oh,
Yeah, but it
Okay.
was the letter I.
I guess that makes sense.
Not a good
Also,
name.
No, it's not.
unrelated, Rooster Teeth was founded exactly 20 years after the internet started. The internet started in 1983.
Did it? Wow.
In
Yeah.
April of 1983.
I don't remember the month,
Okay,
but
You said
it was
exactly, so I was
definitely
gonna be like,
1983.
That's when Al Gore made it.
algorithm.
I don't know. I
That's
don't know.
pretty good.
All I know is that I saw on Wikipedia because I was looking at things that happened in 1983 for no particular reason that has
Oh.
anything to do with the anniversary. And it said that that's when the internet started, and I believe Wikipedia.
83. That
Yeah.
seems way too early.
Are you saying there's something we're releasing for the 20th anniversary that's to do with 1983?
No,
That's
Or 1984.
no.
That's ridiculous. Why
I'm
would I-
excited about some.
Don't
I'm excited
think about
all the
1983 at all.
Don't.
Now I gotta look it up.
It seems like
You won't find what we're talking about.
No, you won't.
I'll tell you
Well,
after
no.
the podcast.
Actually, no. You'll find it in your email thread. I think, or in your inbox.
It looks like
1983.
TCP/IP version 4 was released in
TCP/IP.
1983, and it became the standard for Department of Defense military computer networking, and that's, I think, really what's kind of started.
Oh, so
Networking
it wasn't
as we know it.
publicly available internet.
Up until that point, it was ARPANET. 1983 is also the same year that the military, Milnet, separated off of ARPANET.
Okay, well they got
It
it.
sounds like we're dealing with like a Hideo Kojima game timeline now.
It does. They separate. Ooh, Gaia
That's
Online.
comic book retcons.
Yeah.
Man, I kind of miss the old internet. Just jumping back and forth between like the same 4 apps that make you depressed doesn't hit the same.
I do wonder though what I did with all my free time as much though.
I know what I did. I
Played
did.
outside.
Yeah.
Touch grass.
Yeah.
Game Boy.
Yeah.
A lot of Game
Watched a lot
Boy.
of played video games and watched movies and stuff. I guess.
Yeah, a lot of like rewinding VHS tapes. Probably going to Blockbuster.
One of my favorite memories
Video
of all
time.
time was the TGIF Friday shows,
Friday
like
night.
Boy Meets World,
And the
Sabrina
mood
the
is
Teenage
right.
Witch.
Yeah,
Like
Gonna
that
have
was
some fun,
ultimate.
J-House
I used to love that shit.
TGIF.
I wonder what Will Friedel's up to.
Will Friedle is one of the nicest people.
Is he?
Yeah, we've met him at a few cons we've been to.
I love that.
He's the nicest person.
I love
And
that.
also, I love, this is my favorite name of all time. The guy who played his best friend.
Yeah.
His name is Ryder Strong.
Mhm.
How good is that
That's a
name?
cool name.
Sounds like a porn name.
It does.
That's a yeah. He
Ryder
looks like a
Strong.
writer with a Y.
Yeah.
That was a Sean, right? With the middle part.
Yes, with
Yeah.
the middle part.
She was so cool.
Corey, Sean, and then
Ryder King Strong.
That's such
King.
a cool.
King is his middle name.
wow. Yeah,
And
Will
his
Friedle's
initials.
awesome.
Rocks.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
That's a cool name.
Will Friedle also does the voice of what's his face on Kim Possible?
Ron Stoppable.
Kim?
Ron.
No, he's Ron Stoppable.
I don't know Kim Possible either.
I took a stab at it.
Naked-
That's all I knew.
Naked Mole Rap was integral to my
Oh,
childhood.
Absolutely.
It taught me how to
Possible.
torrent music.
And also, Shigo
Shigo.
was like, I think probably most of our childhood crushes.
Yeah, that was my root.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say that was probably my root.
Okay.
Shigo from Kim Possible.
That makes sense. Have you seen Shigo from Kim Possible? You've probably seen photos
Bad
of her.
Lady Hot.
Bad Lady Hot.
Green and
Shigo.
black.
The
Green
green and
skin,
black
Green and
one.
black,
Yes.
the black upper,
People on the
upper lip,
internet
right?
are
Horny for it.
horny for her.
Oh, yeah.
How could
That's
you
all
not
I've
be?
gathered.
There's a scene of Kim Possible and her fighting where they're like on top of
She
each other.
pins her down.
I just didn't. Kim Possible. I missed it. It's just I didn't
didn't.
watch it.
That's
but-
Kim Possible.
But I've somehow not. I at least know I think people are hot for Shigo.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm seeing
for
some
sure.
very interesting fan art here.
Yeah, I think that it's kind of like the game of Google a Pokemon and see how long it takes you to scroll down until you
scrolls.
find.
wasn't very far.
There's
for
not
it.
very
Very
far.
Going impossible.
Also-
There's a lot of cartoon characters you can't look their names up. It's like just a lot.
Oh,
So
yes.
I agree that Sean from Boy Meets World was probably one of my first TV
Yeah.
crushes of all time.
he was
Sean
the coolest
Topanga,
guy.
bisexual.
Oh, Topanga.
He was the coolest
Gorgeous.
guy.
I know.
And he had the black girlfriend,
He did.
Angela.
Yep. And she
That
was
her name.
gorgeous.
She was so hot.
Gorgeoise.
That lady was hot. I think she still got it. Also,
The
Me
first black
added her to
woman
my
ever on
list.
TV.
No,
Don't think that's
that was
true.
the lady from Star Trek.
That actually is true. No, first
No.
kiss.
First kiss.
First kiss.
First person to be harassed by William Shatner on television.
Yeah, but didn't they fuck up the kisses so that they had to show the kiss because they wanted takes
Right.
with no kiss.
So they fucked up every
They fucked
take
up every
without
take
the
without
kiss.
the kiss, so they had to show the kiss.
Oh.
There's
I
no
like that.
safety.
Yeah. If he was doing
Uh,
it for safety, yeah, he's just going, so they can't use it.
All right, we should.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
Actually cute.
We got to actually wrap the episode a little early today. We
Yeah.
got some stuff we need to do
Gotta
here.
film some things.
Gotta film a few
Gotta
things.
shoot some stuff.
We should go ahead and wrap it up right now. But thank you for watching, everybody. We'll be back next week with another episode.
Check it
Yeah.
out. Good no worries.
Don't Google
Check it out.
Shigu.
No worries.
Shigu?
Shigo?
Shigo.
Bye.
Shigo.